Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and today we're going to be unboxing the Samsung Focus. Now the Focus is the only Super AMOLED Windows Phone 7 device in the United States currently. I know it's been out a few months, but I finally got my hands on one and thought we'd unbox it. So it says the Focus you get with the box. You also get the lithium-ion battery, wall charger, USB cable, stereo headset, and a quick start guide. So let's go ahead and, there's the box. Let's go ahead and open it up here. So here's our quick start guide. Now I have used this, but I wanted to show you how it comes in the package and what it comes with. Quick start guide for the Focus. Let's go ahead and pull out the phone. So here's the phone. We'll talk about that in a moment. Pull this out. And we have some documentation in here. Actually never opened. It is the manual. So it's pretty thick. That's the whole thing. It's one book and a little tiny paperback in the back, so no need to really get into that too much. So in the box, as you can see, it's got a rubber band on it. Actually, a lot of review units come this way, but I actually bought this phone. So this is the USB cable. It's quite long and seems to do the job pretty well, as you'd expect. Just simple micro USB and USB. We have our wall adapter, typical Samsung, with the USB on the side. And then we have our headphones. Now, unlike most headphones that come with these phones, these are in-ear buds. So instead of being like an iPhone, they're actually in-ear. And they do have, well, let me undo these because I'm going to use these later anyway. They do have controls for your volume and to pause and do next song. So like an iPhone, actually, if you touch this once, it pauses. If you double tap this part, it goes to the next song. If you triple tap, it goes back one song. That's just like the iPhone headphones, but I appreciate that, and that's pretty much what it does. So let's go ahead and take a look at the phone. The phone itself is a 4-inch display with a 480 by 800 pixel resolution, or pixels rather, with a Super AMOLED display. So let's go ahead and pop the back off so you can see. We have a 1500 milliamp hour battery, which is great. It's much bigger than like the HTC Surround or HTC HD7. I haven't got my hands on an LG Quantum, but it's a good size battery compared to the others. It has a 16 gigabyte internal SD card. Well, not internal, it's right there, but you're really not supposed to take it out. If you do choose to replace this with a 32 gig, it may not be fast enough, and you'll have to format it. You can't pop it out for storage. And then you can see there's your SIM card slot. So what we have here is your speaker. Clip this back down. We've got your speaker, 5 megapixel camera with flash that also records in 720p at an odd 23 frames per second. And out of the cameras that I've seen for Windows Phone 7, this is supposedly the best one offered in the US. On the side we have our sleep-wake button, we have our camera button. On the bottom we have our microphone. On this side we have our volume up-down rocker. On the top we've got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and we have our micro USB slot, or connection spot there, with a cover that slides back. So when you're not in use, you can slide it and it'll keep the dust out. Kind of a nice feature. And let's go ahead and turn it on. Now the phone itself feels pretty light. The battery is pretty good so far, the little I've used it. The display is fantastic. I mean, if you've ever seen one of the Super AMOLED displays on the, whether it be the Focus here, the Fascinate, the Vibrant, any of those phones, which basically use the same 4-inch display, you'll understand. This is a really nice display. Let's go ahead and wait for it to boot up. Very fast phone. There we are. We're already up and running. So, I opened something. But the touchscreen so far is pretty responsive. You can see how bright it is. Let me zoom in here to kind of give you a better idea how nice looking this is. So, you can kind of see it's just a really nice display and really responsive, and like I said, very bright. It's actually on the lowest brightness setting. Let's go ahead and show you what it looks like bright. It's pretty crazy that it's that bright. Brightness, there we go. It's on automatic, but I actually put it on low. Let's turn that off, put it on high, so you can see there's high, there's low. So if I go back to the home screen there, I had to turn it down. It was hurting my eyes how bright this is, but It's a pretty nice display. So that's pretty much it as far as the phone is concerned. I'm going to be doing some comparisons with it, and that's pretty much it for now. If you have any questions, though, or anything you'd like to see about the Focus that you haven't seen on other Windows Phone 7 devices, please feel free to let me know. And that's pretty much it. Thanks to all who subscribed. I appreciate it. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.